Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Elder Scrolls Lore, and today we're going to be talking about the East Empire Trading Company. Now before we begin, I'd like to apologize, I am sick still, so we're going to have to run with that. I'd also like to, make announcements where we have a podcast now with the small community creators we have here. It's hosted by me, Imperial Knowledge, Kuyo and HB of HP Productions, and occasionally Kukai when he is able to come in. We have a guest on every week, or every time we host a podcast, I should say. We talk about the guest's channel, what they do, how they work really, and then we go into talk about lore, gaming, and kind of topics we want to discuss. And we work with the audience a little bit with their questions. And I also have a Discord chat now. Feel free to join it in the link in the description below or on the header of my channel. We can talk about gaming, lore, really whatever. And with that, I'd also like to thank Ares for allowing me to use his music for this video. So the East Empire Trading Company, or the East Empire Trading Co., the EETC, either or works, or either of them work, is a powerful multinational, I quote here, monopolistic mercantilist, end quote, trading company in Tamriel that is controlled by the Empire. Kind of think of it as the East India Trading Company for Great Britain during the 1700s. It is a joinable faction in the Elder Scrolls III Morrowind expansion pack, Blood Moon. There's also you can also then counter them in Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. Now we don't know exactly when the company was founded. However, we do know that it was sometime in the Third Era because of Elder Scrolls III Morrowind. It is, however, known that they've existed for at least 5 centuries since 201 of the Fourth Era, meaning they've existed since 134 of the Third Era. In the year 427 of the Third Era, the East Empire Company had holdings in the Vardenfell district of Morrowind, with Ebonheart and Caldera being noteworthy locations. The company sought to expand on Solstheim due to the large quantity of raw ebony that was found there. Within a few months, the town known as Raven Rock was built, and its employees would start mining from there and use it as a headquarters. Though some competition existed between the lawful ruler of the land, Carneus Magius, and his second-in-command, Falco Gallienus, this proved to be ultimately no problem for the company's interests. The ebony that was in town was yielded and exported to Windhelm and Skyrim. Only 5 years later, the town was home to over 30 people, most of which relied on the mine for an income. The town was at one point exclusively Imperial, though some Nords were drawn to the town as well due to the value of the ebony. Prior to the Oblivion Crisis breaking out, the Nords that resided on Solstheim sought to conquer the island, fighting against the garrison of Raven Rock, which was stationed at Fort Frostmouth. Though many Imperial soldiers died, the Nords were initially unsuccessful in claiming the island. It is unknown if the wealth of Raven Rock played a part in this. When the Oblivion Crisis did take place, it is said that Raven Rock was spared of most damage because there was no record of the Oblivion Gates on the island. As a result, everyone was still going about their business and working as if nothing had ever happened. What happened to the guard force stationed on Solstheim is contradicted, though. While the history of Raven Rock Volume 1 claims that the bulk of the legionaries stationed on Solstheim were recalled to Cyrodiil, Chancellor Cato of the Elder Council said that he had been pleading for troops in Cyrodiil for weeks, but was granted none of them due to the Imperial army already being fully committed in other provinces. Cato did not want to risk other provinces becoming upset and resulting in a full-scale political crisis by him recalling the legions. After the Oblivion Crisis had ended and the Fourth Era began, House Redoran, which had lost Alderaan, negotiated with the company to be allowed entry into the town of Raven Rock. The company agreed, and Redoran began to follow the mining live. The situation was well under control until the year 5 of the Fourth Era, and the Red Mountain erupted. This resulted in the garrison at Fort Frostmouth being wiped out, while the company itself had created a wall, resulting in while constructing Raven Rock, it was destroyed by the events of the eruption. Most of the population of Raven Rock was ironically saved by working in the mine at the time, as the people were safe from the blast. Due to the destruction of Fort Frostmouth, there were only a few guards as well as a few others that had died during the eruption. Due to this, Browra Morvain brought in the Redoran Guard to replace the fallen Imperial soldiers, and have been guarding the city ever since. During this time, the ash storms from the eruption made life difficult on Raven Rock. As such, Browra Mavren proposed to construct the Bulwark, which was a wall surrounding Raven Rock in defense of the ash storms. Morvain's idea was quickly accepted and funded by the company, and resulted in the population being able to work as they'd done before. In the year 10 of the Fourth Era, the company asked Gracian Carelius to go to Solstheim due to the uncovery of a Nordic burial under the Raven Rock mines, due to him being from Solstheim originally. This investigation would prove to be a waste of time. However, Gracian would die when he tried to take the Bloodskull blade with him to the outside world, and this would upset the Draugr and they would kill him. In the year 16 of the Fourth Era, when Skyrim offered Solstheim to the Dunmer people, the company had to abandon the settlement due to Morrowind being independent from the Empire. As a result, from the power changing hands from the company to the Redoran, most Imperials left the town and returned to Cyrodiil. In 201 of the Fourth Era, a local Dunmer of Raven Rock, Fethis Alor, asked in a letter to Vittoria Vici if the company wanted to buy his business on Raven Rock, but was declined due to the company not seeing any financial advantage to setting up business back on Solstheim. In Skyrim, the Thieves Guild was trying to gain some influence in the company, but was ultimately unsuccessful. At the same time, the company itself had problems with pirates, resulting in Solitude's warehouse not getting new shipments, and the office in Windhelm not being able to function. Due to the lack of soldiers as a result of the Skyrim Civil War, the company had limited forces itself to spare. Sending troops out of the world result in less security for the company, aside from which they did not know where the base of operations of the pirates were, and they didn't think attacking single ships would solve this problem. It turned out that Clan Shattershield had been hiring the Bloodhorker pirates to raid the East Empire's company's ships, while their own shipments would gain profit and more profit due to the lack of alternatives. After the pirate issue was resolved, the company would not dock ships in Windhelm, but Solitude would regain its trade and Windhelm would be now used for paperwork. Now the East Empire Company has holdings in many territories of the Cyrodiilic Empire, such as Morrowind, Skyrim, and Solstheim. The company owns the East Empire Company warehouse just outside Solitude and offices in Windhelm. It has a monopoly over the eastern provinces, and this is primarily due to the fact that the company is chartered by the Emperor of Tamriel, whose legions protect it. The East Empire Company also controls the trade of Quama eggs, Telvanni bug musk, Mazte, and Sujamma, and other local products from Morrowind, as well as imports, such as Flynn and Cyrodiilic brandy. The high price of Flynn imports may be attributed to the company's complete control of the prices due to the lack of competition. In Morrowind, they have made the trade of raw ebony and Dwemer artifacts illegal as well. Those under the employ of the company can get certificates, which are worth a number of gold, and these certificates can be used to pay off bounties. Now, many senior-ranking officers in the company are seen as corrupt and are resented by some of the people in the provinces, who see businessmen as imperial colonials robbing the local resources. Now, the East Empire Company provides employment and financial stability to the Empire. House Hlaalu and the East Empire Company, who owns the Caldera Mining Company in the town of Caldera, compete over the ebony business there. Now, the company has offices in Ebonheart, Caldera, Fort Frostmoth, and the new ebony mining colony of Raven Rock on Solstheim in Morrowind. Now, in Skyrim, they have offices in Windhelm and a large warehouse underneath Solitude. Its headquarters, though, are in the Imperial City in Cyrodiil. It also has large warehouses in the waterfront district of the city. Every company chapter is headed by a factor who directs the controls of the affairs of the company in the region, and as a high-ranking official of the company, they have the right to construct an estate on the company premises, such as the large factor estate adjacent to the company's ebony mine inside of Raven Rock. Now that is all I have for you today, guys. That was the East Empire Trading Company. I hope you guys enjoyed, and please consider liking and subscribing if you enjoyed. If you guys want me to cover certain topics, please let me know in the comments below or in the Discord chat. It's a bit easier to tell me on the Discord chat. It's a bit easier to keep track of there. And with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed. The East Empire Company was probably by far the most interesting topic I've had in a while, and I actually did really enjoy covering it. It was just kind of something that came to me and was kind of a surprise topic, but I did really enjoy doing it. The Empire is one of my favorite topics to cover, and learning about the East Empire Company, trading company, was pretty interesting, and getting the similarities between this and the East India Company was definitely interesting as well. But with that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next video. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I don't think there's anything else. yeah, that's about it. I hope my videos are improving, though. That is something else I've been worrying about. In terms of audio quality, I've been hoping that's getting a bit better. Yeah, I don't do cinematics with all my videos, but that being said, I don't always do cinematics with some of the videos depending on the topic. But that being said, though, I hope the terms for at least the audio content is getting a little bit better. With that, I'll let you guys go, and I'll see you guys around. Peace.